I'm Charlotte and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I wanted to go through some of the books that I have bought recently, some of which I've read and some of which I haven't yet, and I thought it would be fun to talk you guys through the sorts of books that I'm buying. I've got 7 books down here that were all bought in my last little haul, and I thought it would be fun to share them with you. The first book I want to talk about is Summer Girl, or The Summer Girl by Elle Kennedy. This is the 3rd instalment in the Avalon Bay series. So I bought this one. I loved the first 2 and I didn't think this one would be any different, and I was right. I have read it 48 hours and I breezed through the entire thing. I was in a bit of a slump is the wrong word, but book hangover after I finished Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home, and I didn't quite know what I wanted to read, so I gave my mum 3 covers and she picked this one. So if you haven't read it, I do highly recommend. This is a 4-star read for me. And after mentioning Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home, she was also part of my most recent book haul. I have 100% already gotten through the entire thing, and as I said in my last video, I was fairly certain this would become a 5-star read, and I was right. I'm sure the more these videos go on, you're just going to see my entire love for this series, this universe, these characters. And Jessa Hastings posted the snapshot for her next series, Never, which I think is a Peter Pan retelling, so that is going to be super exciting. But yeah, this was in my last book haul and it has a very special place in my heart. And along with Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home, I picked up Daisy Hates The Great Undoing. So I now have all 4 of the current Magnolia Park universe books that are out to buy. I haven't read this one yet. I thought I was going to go straight into it after The Long Way Home, but I'm very aware that we've got to wait until February before there are any more Magnolia Parks books. So I'm just going to hold out a little bit on this one. I have no doubt that it's going to be 5 stars and I'm absolutely going to love it just as much as I love all the other ones. But yeah, so this was also a little book in the haul. Staying on the theme of series that I've bought to finish, this is Wrecked by Lauren Asher. This is the 3rd book in the Dirty Air series, which I have read the first 2, Throttled and Collided. Absolutely adored them. They were really good books, really fun, really kind of a different vein for me, being an F1 romance, but I picked this up, ready to carry it on. I think this is potentially my favourite cover. This one or the one I'm going to show you next, but like out of the series, I think the way Lauren Asher has had these covers is perfection. Then along with Wrecked, I also picked up Redeemed, which is the 4th and final book in the Dirty Air series, and again, stunning cover art on these. When books come with such aesthetically pleasing covers, it 100% does just make me happy. So I'm really thrilled to have picked this up, and I now have all 4 books in the series. I believe I'm probably going to get onto these very, very soon, just because I read the first one a while ago and it's just taken me a minute to pick the other ones up. I love it, it's just taken me a minute. There were other things I wanted to get to first, but now that I have all 4 books in my possession, not sure if you can hear it. Dog's getting mental currently, so I'm just waiting for him to calm down. There we go. Can't remember exactly where I was on that, but yeah, picked up all 4 books. Now, very happy to continue. So the second to last book I'm going to talk about is also in a series, but it certainly is nowhere near finished. This is Ricochet in the Addicted Calloway Sisters series. This is only book 2 in like a 10-book series, but I've picked it up ready to kind of carry on into this universe. I really enjoyed the first book, but I'm not sure what's putting me off reading anymore at the moment. I don't think there's necessarily a reason. It's such a long series. I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure on it yet. But I know I need to get a lot further into the series before I can make up my mind, because I really did enjoy the first one. I just read it while I was on holiday and I didn't have any more books. And then there's just been other ones that I wanted to get to before this, but picked this up. as a sex addict, Lily Calloway must do the impossible, stay celibate for 90 days. So like, it is intriguing, and I do really, really, really want to get to it. So I'm glad I picked it up, and it will definitely hopefully help me get further into the Addicted Calloway Sister universe, and hopefully I love it just as much as everyone else does. And the final book in this haul is Flawless by Elsie Silver. I have heard so much about these that I didn't even know how I could not pick them up. A cowboy romance doesn't really feel like my kind of thing, but so many people have said that they didn't think that they would be their thing either, and they've turned out really loving the books and these characters. I've heard this one isn't necessarily everyone's favourite, they prefer ones further on in the series, but I am unfortunately the type of person I've got to start at the beginning and work my way through. So I've picked this up to give it a go. This is actually the book that I'm gonna start today and get into it. I fancy something different, and I believe this is going to be pretty different for me, and I'm really looking forward to getting into it. The fact that the front line says, "She says this means nothing, I say this means everything." That line in itself kind of gives me butterflies. So hopefully this book kind of still gives off that really cute vibe that the front line gives. So they were the 7 books that I bought in my last book buying haul. Obviously a couple of them I've read, but most of them I haven't. So let me know if there are any books that I mentioned there that you would kind of like me to go into more in-depth sort of discussions about once I've read them. I think I might want to go into the Dirty Air series a little bit more once I've read the other 2, and maybe do a video where I kind of discuss my thoughts on each of the couples and kind of delve into those a little bit more. But let me know if that might be something you would potentially want to see, because yeah, I think it'd be a fun one to make, but obviously kind of want to make what people want to watch. Also, if any of those books there you read, or you think that there are any others based on those kind of books that you think I should most definitely read, please do let me know in the comments, as I'm always looking to pick up new books. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. It has been great. I know this one's probably going to be a little bit shorter, but I'm still trying to get into the groove of filming and editing YouTube videos, so they may be a little bit shorter for now while I kind of get into it, and just filming when I have chance. I work full time, so this is definitely just kind of like a side hobby because I love books so much and want to talk about them. So thank you so much for watching. It has been so much fun to discuss some of the new books that I've bought, and I hope you can leave me some recommendations for some new ones to buy. Thank you so much. Bye.